Hey everyone, welcome back. So Stage Garden Rumba, that's Pregones PRTT's annual concert series, and it's back. And this time they're in partnership with We Stay Nos Quedamos. The series is featuring multidisciplinary artists, actors, singers, dancers, writers, along with activists in outdoor green spaces in the Bronx. And joining us to tell us more, we welcome Pregones PRTT Associate Artistic Director, Jorge B. Merced. Hola, Jorge.
Saludos, everyone. Rhina, so great to see you and so great to be in your living room again with all the colors that you always emanate out of there from all the energy that comes out. So it's a pleasure being here with you.
Oh, thank you for saying that because, bueno, por lo menos estamos aquí todavía with the virtual studio is what I call it. También I call it Chari Executive Suite, which is Charm and Rhina. Yeah, I renamed it because it's like everybody's been in my living room.
That's so great. That's so great.
But I know we're going to be talking about the Stage Garden Rumba. However, I do want to acknowledge you and open up with this amazing article that I read in the New York Times about Pregones PRTT being awarded $3 million by the city. And I understand some of it's from the mayor, the Bronx borough president's office. And I just want to acknowledge you as well as everybody who is a part of Pregones PRTT and how you've been able to sustain yourselves as a cultural institute, as well as the artists that are from the Bronx and of course abroad, being Latinos and Puerto Rican. It's really admirable.
Thank you, Rhina. And we are so proud of all the people that have come forth to say, hi, I know Pregones, and I'm so proud of the accomplishments that you've had the same way as you are doing right now. And we have been doing all this work because we believe in the Bronx, and the Bronx is our home. And it's the place where so many of our artists continue to create amazing art that then travels throughout the entire world to represent our Boogie Down BX borough. And this grant that we received to complete the renovation of our offices and our administrative building, and to also add more education rooms so we can teach more classes, so we can have more galleries, so we can record music in our space. It's really a long journey that we've been toiling at, and happy to finally announce that we received full funding to move forward. So we can't wait until we share this new facility with you, but we also thank everyone who has stepped up and said, we believe in the work that this company is doing, and this is for you. This place and this new facility that is right there on Walton Avenue, is right next to the theater, is going to be a place where I hope many generations continue to enjoy the work that we do at Pregones PRTT. So we're really happy about this.
Well, it's amazing, and congratulations. And when he says this for you, he's referring to you guys, our community. Yes. That's what it's there. It's accessible. Broadway caliber and quality right there in your backyard. And so with that, right now they happen to be traveling throughout the gardens in the Bronx. And so let's talk about the Stage Garden Rumba.
Sure. I think this is one of my personal favorite programs that we have at Pregones PRTTs, where we get to step out of our theater and go right into our communities and to celebrate the work of these amazing stewards and leaders of our communities, the ones that are taking care of our green spaces, our gardens. And they're amazing activists, and they are people who really devote their lives to making sure that our communities have a safe space. And now in the pandemic, more than ever, these open spaces have become that central gathering place for many in our community to come and celebrate with each other. We have 10 of these concerts that unite activists with artists and performers and musicians and audience members, and we all gather in a garden, and we have it's like imagine having a barbecue in your backyard or at your family's home, and that's how it feels when you get to the gardens. It's been amazing to see people come out in the ones that we've done already. We're going to continue doing this through September, to the end of September. Right. And we invite you to come and share with us and meet artists and activists and poets that have come together for the series. This year, we have an amazing group of curators who have worked with us in selecting the different artists for each one of the gardens. And of course, our very own Caridad de la Luz, La Bruja, is our master of ceremonies and the one who curates all the poets that you will see at each of the gardens. So it's a really special moment to come out of hibernation from the pandemic and join outdoors in a safe space and hug each other and listen to good art, listen to good music, and to take care of each other, take care of each other's souls. We have an entire list of artists who are top notch. And you know, Rhina, one thing that's happening this year as well is that uh, part of the Stage Garden Rumbas, that are the ones that are remaining now through September, are dedicated to collecting stories from our Bronxites and people who lived through the Bronx fires. We are doing a show called Torched that is going to premiere as part of our next season. And it's built from all the stories of how we as a borough and as a people are so resilient, and we were able to endure the Bronx fires and build the communities that we have today. So each day, each Stage Garden Rumba has a different theme about different moments of communities coming together and celebrating, getting over that stigma that the Bronx was burning and all the things that we all know that people talk about the Bronx. No, we say, no, we're still here, and there are green spaces in the Bronx, and there are artists who are sharing that space, dancers, choreographers, musicians. So come on over. We have a full calendar of events, and you're not going to regret it. But most of all, you get to support the activists and the garden communities that are really actively working to make sure that the Bronx remains a place for us to celebrate. So I'm really happy to do this again. This is the third year in a row that we've been doing it, and it's a lot of fun.
It looks like a lot of fun. I've been following the tidbits here and there through social media, and I love that you are visiting the different gardens, and all the gardens look different. And for me, gardens are are symbolic of sustainability, because that is how we're able to survive, right? Through that form of agriculture. Agriculture is also part of our cultura, and once you have that in the can, you can pretty much survive anything, right? And so it's celebrating the green spaces that are built within our urban community, and then bringing all these different styles of artists, right? You didn't mention that there's usually live percussion sessions going on as well. So literally the word rumba applies to it, because there's percussionists that perform throughout these presentations as well.
Totally, and the poets are amazing as well. And the music, it's just the kind of music that you need after being indoors for a year and a half. You come out and you celebrate music with people, and you get to dance with us, and you get to really enjoy the top quality musicians that are coming to each of the Stage Garden Rumbas. Each one is very different. Each one has a different theme and a different outlook. Our curators worked really hard at making sure that each one of the Stage Garden Rumbas represents and reflects the community where it's at. And we also have guest activists who come to talk to us during the Stage Garden Rumba for a few minutes about what are the issues that are impacting that particular neighborhood. And we get to talk about it, we get to celebrate it, we get to share resources, but most of all, we get to enjoy art together in an open space. These are free events. These gardens are made for the audience, are for the public to walk right in and to establish community. And that's why it's so important for us at Pregones PRTT, not to stay within the walls of the theater, but to understand that here in the Boogie Down, in the Bronx, we know what community means. And the way we build community is right there, going directly to those spaces that are actively participating in the revitalization of our neighborhoods. And the curators are amazing. We have Eddie Pagan from Nos Quedamos, who is taking charge of all the activists at each of the different sites. Like I mentioned, Caridad de la Luz, La Bruja. It's amazing, an amazing MC, and you get to see a different poem from her every single site, plus the poets that she curates. And we have Julia Gutierrez from Los Pioneros, formerly from Los Pioneros de la 21, and now an entity on her own. And she is curating a lot of the performances that are from dance to music. It's really a celebration. It really is a celebration of us as a community in the Bronx. So I really invite you to follow us, to come down, bring a chair, bring your family. It's completely safe, and it's a way to support artists throughout this amazing journey. We've had so much joy in making sure that our family of artists, and by that I don't mean just the immediate family, but artists who are creating in the Bronx continue to have work. And this is also one of the ways in which we celebrate the artists that have created amazing art throughout this pandemic. And you get to see it right there. It's like in your backyard. So
exactly. En vivo and amongst community. Bueno, gracias for bringing it to us. Jorge B. Merced, Associate Artistic Director, Pregones. And you guys, for more on Stage Garden Rumba, there are other gardens they're going to be visiting up until September. You can visit Pregones, PRTT.org. All right, don't go anywhere. We've got Bobby C coming up next.